Alright, next section is on measures of central tendency. An average is a number that represents a group of data. Now there are 4 different types of averages that we're going to discuss. These 4 are referred to as measures of central tendency. First one is the arithmetic mean, or just the mean. It is represented by an X bar. When we're discussing the sample mean, we'll use mu when you're talking about the population mean. For this class, when we say mean, we're just referring to the sample mean. We're not getting into any of the inferential statistics. We're just describing numbers, so we'll just be talking about X bar. The X bar is calculated just by taking the average. You take the sum of all the pieces of data, and then you divide by the number of pieces of data, just like if you were averaging your grade in a class. The median is the value in the middle of a set of ranked or ordered data. It means you write them in order, increasing lowest to highest, and the middle term will be the median. If there's an even number of data, then you'll take the mean, the arithmetic mean of the 2 middle values. One way I remember this is the median in the road is in the middle of the road. The mode is the value that occurs the most in a set of data. So if you have 2 values that tie for the highest frequency, then the set is called bimodal. If 3 or more values tie, then we say that there is no mode. And finally, the mid-range of a set of data is calculated by taking the arithmetic mean of the highest and lowest values. Measures of position. Measures of position are a way to compare one individual data value to the larger set. Now, standardized testing in schools has taught us about percentiles. We took our ACT, or we took our K-Prep classes in high school. It says you're in the 50th percentile, meaning you did better than half the students who took the test, or you're in the 48th or the 73rd or whatever percentile, meaning you did better than 73%. Another way to measure position is with quartiles. Quartiles divide the data into 4 even parts. The first quartile, Q1, is the value that is higher than about 1/4 of the values, and that would be the same as the 25th percentile in that other technique. The second quartile is the median. It's higher than half of the population. It's the same as the 50th percentile. The third quartile is higher than 3/4 of the population, and that's the 75th percentile. So let's practice. For the following data set, determine the mean, median, and mode, and the mid-range. So the mean, we're going to add up all of these data items. 7 plus 9 is 16, 26, 36, 46, 58, 70. So the sum is 70. And we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 70 over 7 is 10. So the mean, the X bar, is 10. Okay, median. That's the middle term. So if we've got 7 items, it would be the 4th item. There's 3 below it, 3 above it. So that's going to be 10. Alright, mode. Let's see, there are 3 10s, so that happens the most. And so the mode is 10. And finally the mid-range. we find the arithmetic mean between the 12 and the 7. And 12 plus 7 is 19. Divided by 2 gives us 9.5. And no, we're not going to round that up to 10. But still, these numbers seem pretty well representative of this set of data. They all meet. They all correspond. And that's a nice thing to have. Let's try it with another set. First I'm going to order these. Looks like we've got a 4 at the bottom. Next one would be the 6. Then we've got an 8, a 9, a pair of 10s, a 12, 37, a 40, and a 365. Just makes it easier to handle. The mean is going to be the sum of all these numbers divided by the number of items. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So there are 10 items. And not to spoil the surprise, but the sum of these is 501. So the X bar, the mean, is 50.1. Median. Now we do have an even number, so we're going to take the mean of the two middle numbers. With 10 numbers, the mean will be between the 5th and the 6th, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And fortunately, those two numbers give us a nice, easy mean. The average of 10 and 10 is 10. Alright, mode. Well, 10's the only one that happens more than once, so 10 is also the mode. Mid-range. We will add 365 to 4, giving us 369. Divide that by 2, and we get 184.5. Notice that in these averages, there are lots of differences. Let's move on to the next one. 515, 515, 515. Put these in order, we get 555, 15, 15, 15. The mean will be the sum of these numbers, which is 60, divided by the number of items, which is 6. 60 over 6 is 10. So our mean, once again, is 10. Median. Median will take the two middle terms, and 5 and 15 added together is 20, divided by 2 is 10. So the median will be 10. The mode, this is bimodal. 5 and 15 both occur the most. And the mid-range, if we take our lowest number of 5 and our highest number of 15 and find the mean of those two, we get 10.